there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Reading a woman's clothing. Reading a woman's clothing. Now, in my last sit-down video, I talked about reading her body language. But I'm going to tell you what, it's actually easier to read her clothing. It's very simple. And I've talked about this before, and there's some deeper level stuff. A woman, really anybody, but we'll just focus on the women. They either going to wear their clothing as a magnet to draw attention to them or a shield. And there's a little bit more with a magnet I'll get into in a little bit. But a magnet, they're going to wear their clothes in a way to draw attention to them, particularly draw attention to their bodies. Whatever their body parts are, or and when I say their body parts, whatever their best body part is, they'll wear some clothing to draw attention to it. If they have a nice figure 8 shape, they're going to wear some clothes to make sure that you know that. They'll wear something with a snatch waist. If they got a nice butt dunk or, nice booty, they'll wear something tight. Like you got a lot of women wearing like spandex out here, leggings out here. They're going to wear something that's going to show it. They're going to wear something that's going to show it, especially like if they're working out in a gym. Like even in the gym, because in the gym, most of the women are wearing something that's showing their butt dunk. Most of the women. But I've seen some women, they'll come in there and they just wearing some sweats. They ain't going to show you everything they got. So I already know it's like they'll be on the second thing I'll talk about. But if you have a woman, she might be wearing something that's showing her breastises. You got that cut up there or something. Whatever. They trying to draw your attention. They trying to draw your attention. But you have some women, not as many, but you still have some women, they'll wear their clothes as a shield. Like I'll never forget this woman, this young lady I knew in college. I didn't know she had a body on her. I was like, God damn, where you hide all that? But she wore her clothes as a shield. She wore loose clothing. I mean, she had a snatch waist. She had nice breastises. She had a figure 8. Didn't realize that until I saw her like in some dance clothes. She was actually a good dancer. It was for a play that we were doing, and she had, I was like, good Lord. But she was wearing her clothes as a shield. When you see women who wear their clothes loose, they ain't showing their breastises. They ain't showing anything that might show their nice body. They might have a killer body. In fact, I had talked about this before. I had talked about one of my books or one of my essays, something. But it's something I had talked about before. I haven't talked about it as much recently, not in the past few years. But it's one way that you can read a woman. Like I used the example of two identical twins. Two identical twins. They very identical, but one is considered sexier than the other. The sexier one, she wears her clothes as a magnet. She's drawing attention. She's wearing tight clothes. She's wearing, she's even fixing her hair a certain way, which is something else. And let me just hit that real quick so I don't have to do a whole video on it. If a woman is wearing her hair out or something, she's trying to draw attention to it. She's trying to show how healthy she is. If she's wearing it real tight or something, not to the same extent. Not to the same extent. More like a shield. And you can actually tell a lot about a woman, just getting back to the whole clothes thing, by how she's wearing it. Like she's wearing these clothes, she's showing her body, she's trying to draw attention. Because look, let's just be real. We see a woman, she's showing her breastises, or she's showing that little cut, or she's showing something that's cutting up her butt dunk, or like some leggings that's like showing her shapely legs, and especially if they a certain color, like they ain't just ordinary, but they might be a fancy color or something. Oh, she's trying to draw attention to you. To her. She's trying to draw your attention, or at least the attention of a man that she might want. But take, that's one twin doing that, right? But take the other twin. The other twin don't come off as sexy, even though she looks identical, have identical bone structure, body build, and everything. Very identical, like, but the other twin is wearing something loose. You might not know that she has like a killer body. And then I'm gonna tell you what, sometimes you got some women that shift over. I remember I was at a writers conference in the early 2000s, and there was a young lady there. You wouldn't even think she had a body. She had on this loose long dress. It wasn't one of those tight sundresses either. It was like one of those sundresses that didn't show anything about her body. Didn't think anything of her. But then we had a party that night, all the writers. It was at a writers conference. She had on a short black dress, and I saw her legs. I was like, God damn. Made me look ugly. I was like, oh, damn. But she was trying to draw attention, because you do have some women who will do that. They'll save like their sexier stuff for certain occasions. And even with the drawing attention to them, the magnet, some women, they might not wear it as tight, but they might wear colorful clothing. It's still drawing attention to them. They might want to draw attention to them in an artistic way. Like I know some women now, they always have some colorful stuff on. Like, pay attention to all of that, how tight it is, how colorful it is. Like the colorful stuff, that's more artistic. They might not be showing their body so much, but just the color. Like if they wearing a bright color, they trying to draw your attention. But that's one of the things. See, a woman who is wearing her clothes more magnetic, she definitely wants a guy. She definitely wants attention. But if she's wearing it more as a shield, she still might want a man, but she wants a man to look at it a different way. Like I knew this one young lady who, she married somebody, I'll just say dude was on a reality show, and I'll leave it at that. And I remember seeing her when he went to visit her, and I was like, oh yeah, I know her. But she did not wear her clothes. She wore her clothes more in a neutral thing. She wore nice clothes, but she didn't wear it as a magnet. Your first thought wouldn't be, oh yeah, I'm gonna have sex with her. You had to deal with her more, her personality. I remember that. See, always pay attention. And once again, it's like I said in my last sit down video, you always want to go, the best way to learn it is to just go out and pay attention. Pay attention. Look at how they're wearing their clothes. Think about the women that you dealt with, that you might have had sex with. What drew you to her? Let's not pretend that you were just drawn to her just because of her brain. Now I know somebody going to try to be contrarian and try to put, oh no, I was just drawn to her intelligence. Save it. Most of the time, most men are drawn to a woman sexually. It is what it is. So think about that. Think about that. But that's an easy way. Is she wearing her clothes to draw attention to her, or is she wearing her clothes to deflect attention from her? All right? As a magnet or as a shield. And like I said, part of the magnet, some women might wear it more artistic. Are they wearing like colorful clothing, something that you want to pay attention to? I want y'all to think about that. So anyway, that's all I have for right now. Peace and blessings.